O Ramantanam Anantanam Chabyayanam Sarveshwari. Okay, before that, is there any doubt or question pertaining to the previous sutras?
No, Prabhu.
Mhm. Okay, so O Ramantanam Anantanam Chabyayanam Sarveshwari. Avyayas, avyayas are the words which cannot be declined. They always remain the same. The form always remains the same. Indeclinable words like cha, like tada, like so many are there. That end in O Rama or that are anantas do not undergo sandhi when a Sarveshwara follows. So avyayas, set of avyayas, list of avyayas, which end in O Rama, and also avyayas that are anantas. What is ananta definition?
Ananta.
Yeah. So they are anantas, and they are also avyayas. Means so if they are there at the first place, and then any Sarveshwara following them, then there will not be any Sandhi because of this sutra. So when avyayas that end in O Rama or avyayas that are simple anantas are followed by a Sarveshwara, neither they nor the following Sarveshwara undergo Sandhi. Quite simple. For example, no yukta upendraha. So in this case, no is an avyaya, which is O Ramanta, ending with O Rama. And then we have Upendra starting with Asarveshwara. So ideally, we should have applied the sutra O Av and then Ayadinam Yavayorva Ityadi. But because of this sutra, O Ramantanam Anantanam Chavyayanam Sarveshware, we are not doing Sandhi. So just they remain no Upendra. Similarly, no Yukta Achyuta remains no Achyuta. Achyuta. And in no Achyuta, generally we would have applied Eobhyamasya Haro Vishnu Padante, and we would have deleted this A Rama, and then Avagraha or apostrophe would come. But because of the current sutra, we do not apply the Sandhi, they remain no Achyuta. Now, these were examples of when we have avyayas, which are O Ramantas. Here are some avyayas which are the Anantas, I, I, U, U. So the Kevala Anantas. Kevala Anantas means uh, they are like only single word, like and nothing else, only single Keval Akshara. And then they are Anantas and Avyayas too. So the Kevala Anantas headed by a Rama are used in the sense of addressing and so forth. So all these Anantas, when they are used as Avyayas, then they carry a special meaning. So the Avyaya is used in the sense of addressing. When we address someone. So this is is used. We'll see the examples. Sambodhana. The Trivikrama is used in the sense of remembrance, smarana. E is in the sense of reproach, bhartsana, to reproach someone. Trivikrama E in the sense of filling up a sentence, Vakpurana. U in the sense of humble entreaty, Amantrana, to call someone. U in the sense of prohibition, Pratisheda. So the examples are Ananta. So this is Sambodhana. So ideally we would have done the Shavtarikatmake Militva Trivikrama, but because of this sutra, current sutra, we just do not do any Santi, and it's Ananta, O Ananta. because it is Sambodhana. This is important. You can write this. Then A Yukt Evam Achyut Leela. This is remembrance, Smarana. So no Sandhi. Ah, Achyuta's pastime is in this way. Then E Yukt Achyutam Na Bhajasi. So this is reproach. E Achyutam Na Bhajasi. Shame on you, you do not worship Achyuta. Then E Idrishah Sangsarah. So, well, the material world is like this. So, this E is Vak Purana, means it doesn't have any particular meaning in itself. It is just used to complete a sentence. U Achyuta. So, U is Amantrana, calling someone, please come, O Achyuta. And Upasannam Mam Tejasi, don't abandon me who have come near. So this Trivikrama U is in the sense of prohibition, Pratisheda. So these are the Anantas used as Avyas, Keval Anantas, nothing else with them. So yes, like that. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
And so this is something. It's based on some future further sutra. So we'll skip this part. And the second thing is, yeah. So the word "a" is used in a lot of senses, meanings. One should know. Okay, first of all here, but "ang," this is the prefix "a." This is not the Ananta, Kevala Ananta, Avyaya "a." This is another thing, which has the indicatory letter. This certainly undergoes Sandhi. So this is not the Avyaya Ananta. So here Ayukta Anantam becomes Anantam. Now this Ang has got several meanings. So we'll study this. One should know that the A which is used in the sense of Ishat, so it's used in the sense of Ishat, this A, which means slightly, a little. For example, A Yukt Ushnam becomes Oshnam, slightly warm. Then Kriya Yogi, when this A is used with along with a verb. For example, A Yukta Ihi becomes Ehi. Or let's say A Yukta Gachati becomes Agachati. Like that. Vyapti, inclusion. Vyapti, this is very important. Vyapti is, let's say the example is A Brahma Bhuvanad Lokan Punaravartin Arjuna, the famous verse from Bhagavad Gita. So there we have the word A Brahma Bhuvanat Loka. That including Brahma Loka even, including Brahma Loka, the cycle of death and birth and death continues even in the Brahma Loka. So that is Maryada. You see, we are not saying that excluding Brahma Loka, it's Maryada. So A Brahma Loka. So this is Vyapti, and Maryada is last limit of inclusion. This is, for example, A Vaikuntham Sangsara. This is example of this Maryada, which means the Sansara extends up to Vaikuntha, but not including Vaikuntha. So there is a difference between Vyapti and Maryada. When we say Vyapti, then it includes that part which we are referring to. For example, A Brahma Loka, so including Brahma Loka in Vyapti Artha. But when we say A Vaikuntham Sangsara, we cannot use the Vyapti Artha here if we use the Vyapti Artha here, then what would it mean? That the Sansara extends up to Vaikuntha, which means including Vaikuntha, which means in Vaikuntha also the material life, birth and death goes on. But that is wrong. So this is the example of Maryada. Up to there, up to Vaikuntha, but not including Vaikuntha. But if we say A Vaikuntham Vyasakirtihi, the fame of Vyasadev extends as far as Vaikuntha, which means even in Vaikuntha. So is this an example of Vyapti or Maryada? Anyone? A Vaikuntham Vyasakirtihi, the fame of Vyasadev extends as far as Vaikuntha or even in Vaikuntha. This example is in which category? Vyapti or Maryada?
It includes Vaikuntha.
Yeah. So which Vyapti? It's Vyapti.
Yeah.
So like that. Vyapti and Maryada, two things. So only this single A, this prefix means a lot of thing just by adding that. So yes, like that. So it's used in the sense of Ishad, Kriyayog, Vyapti, Maryada mainly. Okay. Then moving ahead. Idudetam dvivachanasya maniwadi varjam. And dirgha trivikrama u, or a, which is also trivikrama, that belongs to dvivachana does not undergo sandhi when a sarveshwara follows. Now, this is an exception because generally, if we have idvaya and any sarveshwara following, then which rule is applied? Idvameva ya sarveshware. When we have udvaya, then udvam vaha. When we have a, so a becomes I when any sarveshwara follows. But if this e, u, or a belongs to dvivachana, dvivachana is dual case. Any word which is in dvivachana, and these three, they are situated at the end of such dvivachana word, then there will not be any sandhi done. Now, this will know in the next chapter when we study it. When we study the formations of the words, then we'll get to know which words and in ending with e, u, or a are dvivachanas. So for the time being, we just study the sutra. Examples are Hari Yukta Atra. The two Haris are here. So there is no Sandhi. Similarly, Vishnu Yukta Atra, Amu Yukta Atra, Gange Atra Bhajete Ajitam. Okay. But the Manivadis are an exception to this rule. Sandhi does take place among the Manivadis, though some say this is optional. So Mani Yukta Iva. In this case, these four are exception to this present rule because Mani is also dual. And when they have Iva following, so in this case, we do Sandhi because it's an exception to the present rule. So Maniva, Dampativa, Rodasiva, Jampativa. So like that. Okay, Idu detam divachanasya Manivadi Varjam. Clear?
Yes.
Vivek Prabhu, is it clear?
Yes, bro, I am here only.
Okay. Oh, Haribol, we got to Vishnu Janasandhi. Okay. So here we finished the Sarveshwara Sandhi, which was the first part out of the three parts. Now we are on Vishnu Janasandhi. So by the way, by here, we are supposed to know the Sarveshwara Sandhi well. We should be knowing how to break Sandhis by here. because we did it. So please practice and yeah, more and more study sutras. Okay, we'll do one sutra for this today. Vishnu Jana Sandhi. Vishnu Jana is Kadayo Vishnu Jana, combination of consonants. Vishnu Daso Vishnu Padante Hari Ghoshe Cha Hari Gada. So day after tomorrow, Thursday, when we have class, so I will randomly ask you few sandhis in the class, and you will have to answer. We'll discuss only the Sarveshwar Sandhi. So please revise for that. It will be like a test, but not an official test. I'll ask you, and you'll have to answer the Sarveshwar Sandhis. Okay.
Okay.
Vishnudasa Vishnudante Hari Ghoshecha Hari Gada. Now we are dealing with the consonants and their combinations. What is Vishnudasa, Vivek Prabhu?
Vishnudasa is something like without Sarveshwara you can't speak it. That one I know.
No. That is Vishnu Jana.
Oh, okay. No, bro, not recollecting.
Manohar Prabhu?
Tadvarjita Visnudasa. So it's Vishnu Varga without Harivenu, Harivenava.
Yes. So, Ata Etad Varjita Vishnudasas, all the Vargas, Vargiya Vyanjanas, except for Harivenus, they are Vishnudasa. So, if we have a Vishnudasa at the end of a Vishnupada, for now, Vishnupada simply means a word. So, if there is Vishnudasa at the end of a Vishnupada, it becomes a Harigada. It becomes a Harigada of its own Varga. We'll do the examples. For example, we have Vak Yukta Achyutasya. Vak Yukta Achyutasya. In this case, this is a word. And we have a Vishnu Das. Okay, is Karama a Vishnu Dasa or not? Vivek Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Karama is a Vishnudasa.
Yes, so we have a Vishnu Dasa at the end of a word. So the sutra is saying this Vishnu Dasa will convert or change to Harigada of its own Varga. So first of all, which Varga it is? It is belonging
This
to.
is Kavarga, Prabhu.
So what is Harigada of Ka Varga?
Hari Gada, Prabhu. It is Gaga.
Yeah, it is Ga.
Yeah.
For Ka Varga, the Harigada is Ga. So this Vishnu Dasa changes to Harigada of its own Varga, not of any other Varga. So this Ka becomes Ga. So we get Vak Achyutasya becomes Vag Achyutasya.
Okay.
Similarly, Vak Yukt Govindasya, so this Ka again becomes Ga. Shat Yukt Gopikaha. Ta belongs to Ta Varga. So Ta changes to Harigada of Ta Varga. Ta, Tha, Da. So it is Da. Shat Gopikaha. So this sandhi is very frequent. Every now and then we'll see it in scriptures. Bhagavat Yukta Ichha. So it is Ta Varga, Ta Rama. So it changes to Harigada of its own Varga. Ta, Tha, Da. So Bhagavad Ichha. Similarly, Kakub Vishnu. So now Bha is Hari Ghosha. Is Hari Ghosha. So it will also become Hari Gada of its own Varga. So this is pa varga, belongs to pa varga, right? Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. So it becomes harigada of its own varga, which is pa varga. So pa, pha, ba, it becomes ba. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Any example for this one? This is very, very okay. Let's say Srimad Bhagavat Gita. What will happen here? Again, this ta becomes the, and
Bhagavad
this ta also becomes the.
Gita.
So Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So like that, many are there. And second part of the sutra is saying, so this was the first part of the sutra which we did, that a Vishnudasa at the end of a Vishnupada, which is a word, becomes a Harigada. But a Vishnudasa that is not at the end of a Vishnupada only becomes a Harigada if a Harighosha follows. This we will cover in the next chapter. So we are skipping it now because Jiva Goswami did not himself give any examples for this one. So we just did this. Okay. And I encourage you that besides the class timings or the classes, you read the English explanations as well. You know, there are many commentaries translated. So if you read then like Sankshodhani, Amrita, Bala, so they really give a deep insight into the sutras meaning. So please do read beyond the class hours. And yes, like that. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Okay, we'll do Srimad Bhagavatam. So day after tomorrow, I will take sort of a test for the Sarveshwara Sandhi. So please revise. And yeah. So Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 16. Ko va bhagavatas tasya. Oops, what was that? Something wrong. को वा भगवतस् तस्य पुण्यश्लोकेड्यकर्मणः शुद्धि कामो न शृणुयात् यशः कलिमलापः तस्य पुण्यश्लोकेड्यकर्मणः. So पुण्यश्लोकैः पवित्र चरितैः इड्यानि स्तवनीयानि यस्य कर्माणि तस्य उरुक्रमस्य. So Bhagavatah. So this Punya Shlokadya Karmana is an adjective Visheshana of Bhagavata. So what does this mean? Punya Shlokaihi. So whose karma, whose activities are glorified, Stavaniyani, whose activities, whose acts, whatever Krishna does, are glorified by pavitra charitai, punya shlokai, by sanctifying verses, sanctifying scriptural verses. Of such urukramasya bhagavata, of such Lord, whose deeds are uru. Uru means great, who performs great deeds, mighty deeds. Kalimalapaham, this is Kalimalapaham yashaha shuddhi kama kah va na shunayat. So, okay, the meaning is kah va na shunayat. Who is that person in the entire world who will not hear? Na shrinuyat, who will not hear? Okay, who is that person in the entire world who is Shuddhi Kama, Atma Shodhanarthi, who is desirous of purifying his existence, purifying himself, who amongst such people, such men, will not hear the yashah, the glories, the glorious pastimes, which are kalimalapaham, which, what does such yasha do? Kali kalusha nashanam sangsara dukha upashamanam va, which destroys the bad effects of Kali Yuga, or which upashaman, how do you say upashaman in English? Which destroys the misery which are afflicted upon us by the samsara of janma mrityu, of birth and death. So such yasha, who will not hear of Bhagwan, of the lordships, whose activities, whose pastimes are glorified, are sung through various sanctifying scriptural verses. I think you got the meaning, if I'm right. Did you get the meaning of the shloka?
Yes,
Or shall-
Prabhu.
Okay. Vivek Prabhu, is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Tasya karmanyudarani parigitani suribhi ब्रूहिणः श्रद्धानानां लीलया ददतः कलः श्रद्धानानां नः श्रद्धावताम् अस्माकं लीलया विलास इच्छया कलः अंश पुरुष गुणा गुणावतारान् ददतः धारयतः तस्य स्वयं भगवतः श्रीकृष्णस्य सूरिभिः नारदादिभिः परिगीतानि संकीर्तितानि उदाराणि महान्ति कर्माणि विश्वसृष्ट्यादीनि ब्रूहि वर्णया. So Shaunakadi rishis are continuing speaking to Sutta Goswami. They are saying that please tell us, Bruhi, please tell us the great Mahan, the great activities, pastimes of the Lord, which includes the creation, etc., of the Vishwa, of the universe, and the pastimes, means these pastimes, please tell us, which are sung, sankirtitani, which are sung, glorified by Narad Adi Rishi Munis, those who are highly intellectuals, of Sri Krishna, of Lord Sri Krishna, who dhareta, who holds, who takes the different incarnations, the Angsha avatars, the Purusha avatars, the Guna avatars, Vilas Ichaya, in order to relish, in order to, Vilas means with the desire to enjoy, Vilas Ichaya. He accepts many forms, different forms like Purusha avatars, Guna avatara, Ansha, ityadi. So, Naha Shraddhadhana, to us who are faithful. So, Shaunakadi rishis are saying that, O Sutta Goswami, we are faithful candidates. So, please tell us about the activities, the great activities, the mighty activities of the Lord, of Lord Krishna, which are sung by Narad Adi Rishi Munis. And such Lord Krishna, he accepts various forms like Purusha Avatara forms, Guna Avataras, and so on, with the desire to enjoy. So this is the meaning. Okay? So, yes.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
that's all for today. And we'll continue day after tomorrow, Thursday. Please revise and means what my point is, I just don't want to cover the thing in grammar. I want that, means each one of you digest it as well. Means the practical usage also we should know. So otherwise I myself, I don't feel satisfied when I see that someone has not properly got it. So, so, so yes. So we'll stop it here and we'll resume on Thursday. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu, sure.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manohar Prabhu.